Hello students, we are going to start chapter 18, Wastewater Management. In this chapter, we are going to learn about sources and disposal of wastewater, treatment of sewage in the cities and towns, importance of sanitation and sewage management, alternative methods of wastewater management, and control of the sewage at home. Sources of wastewater. First, we will see what is wastewater. Water which becomes dirty and unfit for the further use is called as wastewater. So wastewater the water which becomes dirty and which is unfit for the further use. Wastewater is produced due to the human activities and natural cause like rain. The main contribution to the sewage is from the activities like bathing, sanitary needs, cooking, washing utensils, clothes, and vehicle and farming. These are the main contribution to the sewage. Next, what are contaminants? Sewage water contains detergent, toxic chemicals, food waste, papers, plastics, polythenes. These kind of material which is present in the wastewater are called contaminants. Industrial effluents. The wastewater which comes from the industries contains chemicals, oils, paints, dye, even the metals. So they are called as industrial effluents. So contaminants are the water contains plastic, paper, food waste, chemicals, detergents. So they are called contaminants, and the wastewater which comes from the industries that contains oil, paints, dyes, chemicals and metals are called as industrial effluents. Next, disposal of wastewater. There are certain steps of disposal of wastewater. Wastewater from the kitchen sinks flow into the drain pipes and move into the sewage pipeline. This is the first step. So wastewater from the kitchen sink, they flow into a drain pipe and then it goes into the sewage pipeline. The sewage pipelines forms a network of pipelines. The wastewater that travels through these pipes then joins the main sewer line. The junction of the sewage and from the from different homes of the street has an opening which can be used for the maintenance of the sewerage by the personnel from the city corporation. This opening is called as manhole. So it is a junction. Manhole is the junction of the sewerage, the pipes which are coming from the homes. The wastewater flows to the main sewerage pipeline and then goes to the wastewater treatment plant. So from the manhole, the wastewater then flows into the sewerage pipeline and then it goes to the wastewater treatment plants. So these are the steps of the disposal of wastewater. Next, treatment of sewage in cities and towns. Cities and towns have sewerage system in place to carry their wastewater. Sewage from the domestic household, hotels and other establishment moves through the sewerage and reaches the sewage treatment plant. The sewage treatment plant of the wastewater goes through different sources. Primary treatment process, secondary treatment process and tertiary treatment process. In primary treatment process, the sewage flows through the chamber very slowly so that the sand, pebbles and soil get settled down at the bottom. The sewage flows into the settling tank or the sedimentation tank, where the solid waste are allowed to settle down. The waste such as soaps, oil, grease rises to the top of the wastewater. The waste material that settles at the bottom is called as sludge. Next, Secondary treatment process. In this process, the biological or organic waste that are still there in the water are removed. It is a biological process. It is done by transferring the water into an aeration tank where air the air blowers bubble air, which helps the aerobic bacteria to grow and feed on the organic contaminants such as food and other organisms. The microorganism in this process produces a gas which is called as biogas. Next, treasury treatment process. This is the last process of the wastewater treatment plant, in which the leftover liquid waste is treated with the chlorine to remove the phosphorus compounds, nitrogen compounds and bacteria. It is a chemical process. In this, chlorine tablets are added to kill the germs. Chlorine acts as a disinfectant. Addition of the chlorine to the wastewater helps in killing the germs, which is called as chlorination. Next, effect of improper sewage management. These serves as the breeding place. The sewage serves as the breeding place for the mosquitoes. When mosquito multiply, they causes the disease like malaria, chikungunya. The drains also attracts lot of flies and insects, which feeds on the refuse and spread diseases. The overflowing drains can contaminate well and streams too. Open drains get easily blocked by the plastic bags and garbage dumped into them during the monsoon. The blockage leads the overflow of the drain and growth of microorganisms and pests. Next, importance of sanitation. Few steps that can be taken for the better sanitations are: people in the rural and urban areas should be educated about the sanitation. The government should provide monetary aid. The government should provide a monetary aid for the construction of proper sewage. Wash basins, clean water supply, soap should be provided. All the open drains should be covered. Proper dustbin should be provided for the disposal of the waste. Next, alternative methods of wastewater treatment. There are some alternative methods of wastewater management, like septic tank, production of biogas from the wastewater, and chemical toilet. These has to be provided by the government. Now, control of the sewage at home. How can we control the sewage at home? The sewage generation can be minimized by monitoring what is thrown in the drain. We have to monitor what we are throwing in the drain. The chemicals like paints, insecticides, oil, medicines may kill the decomposers microbe. So that helps purify the water. So this must never be thrown into the drains. The disposal of cooking oil fats down the drain leads to the blockage. The fats and oil block the pipe. So oil and fats must always be disposed of in the dustbin. The used tea leaves, solid food remains, soft toys, cottons should also be thrown in the dustbin. These are the some methods through which we can control the sewage at home. So till here your chapter has been completed. Thank you.